Hi, I'm Sheila Gardner, and I'm with the Root Cause Protocol. And today I want to share with you some items for my pantry. Sometimes in our customer service, we are asked, what can we eat? It feels like there's so many things that are no's. We try to avoid sugar the best we can. We try to avoid anything enriched. We are trying to avoid things that have extra iron added to them or synthetic vitamins added to them. We really look for foods that are whole in nature and with as least amount of preservatives as we can find. So one of the things that I love is pasta, and so I'm always looking for a good pasta sauce if I'm not making my own. Now, mind you, I try to make my own. It's super simple to make pasta sauce, but sometimes I'm just in a hurry, and versus going out, I'd rather just use a bottle of pasta sauce for a quick meal. And so you can find pasta sauce actually really easy in the grocery store. That's not something that's hard to find. I know Costco's got a great brand, and you just want to look for things that are close to organic as you can find, and then with the least amount of ingredients, but tasty would be the preference. The hardest thing about the pasta sauce is finding the pasta to go with it that's not enriched. But I found through Sprouts, which is a local grocery store that has uh, locations statewide. There's in multiple states. I found they make their own pasta and they have organic, non-enriched pasta, which was super exciting for me because my very favorite is angel hair pasta. So I was really excited to find this. They also have linguine, they have lasagna, and they have some other noodles as well. So this is a great resource. If you're a pasta lover like I am, it just has one ingredient and it's organic. So I love that. I can have my pasta and it's all nice and clean. So that's one of the things that I love. I also love cheese and crackers, and I was super excited to find Mary's crackers. She has a couple different varieties. These is two. There's also a seaweed one that's really delicious, also super seed. Now, mind you, not all Mary's products fall into my clean category because some of them are using seed oils, but these happen to have no oils in them. Very clean ingredients. Now, mind you, I have not gotten any sponsors from any of these products. I'm not here to do a shout out for them for any monetary gain. These are just some ideas from my pantry. I just wanted to share with you as Root Cause Protocol follower. One of the other brands that are really great is Go Wild, Go Raw, not Go Wild, Go Raw. And they have pumpkin seeds, and I love these mixed seeds. It's pumpkin seeds, and also it has watermelon seeds and sunflower seeds. And yeah, this is really delicious too. It's a mixed seed. And then they also have these sunflower seeds. So you have quite a variety from Go Wild. They're a great company also. Super simple company with super simple ingredients. I love that. Let's see. One of the ideas of eating clean came from this great book that I got, the Pantry Principle, and I really enjoyed this book a lot. It really explains the ingredients and what they actually are in the food, which I think is important. And once you understand what's in the food, it's really easy to avoid the ingredients you don't want to eat because you know what it does to the body. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the preservatives and the other additives that they're putting in, the thickeners and things that they're putting in our food, and you want to be able to avoid them, well, I'll tell you what, if you read this book, it'll help you want to avoid them because it explains exactly what it's doing in the body. It also includes some recipes that are helpful as well. One of the other things that was really challenging is mayonnaise, which, mind you, you can make your own mayonnaise. It's not that hard, but you know what? In the world today where we're just living fast, we want a quick BLT or something, this is a great brand for mayonnaise. It's made with avocado oil, and it's just real simple, and it's really tasty. It actually really tastes good. One of the most exciting things I think I found last couple of years, it's been a couple of years now, was the pluck seasonings. These are just two of what they have. There's actually a third here. But these are seasonings that are using organ meats from animals, and they just put it in with seasoning so you can add nutrients to all your dishes. So if you wanted to sprinkle it on your vegetables, if you want to sprinkle it in your spaghetti sauce, if you want to sprinkle it on your meatloaf, or however you want to use it, this is just your eggs, or there's just a lot of ways to use this pluck seasoning, and it adds extra nutrients. This company was created by a professional chef. His name is James Berry, and so I watched one of his podcasts, and he was kind of explaining how he got to here, and I thought, that is genius. So this is a little extra way to sneak a little bit of extra nutrients in your family's food, and they won't really notice it, and it'll taste great, and they won't even know that you're feeding them organ meats. So that's a win. And then soy sauce was a trick for me as well. So I found this no soy sauce, And this is really delicious, and it just keeps me from having to use anything soy. So I don't make a lot of Asian dishes per se, because I'm probably not that great of a cook, because I do love Asian dishes, but I do make some teriyaki sauce, and this really is a good replacement for my teriyaki sauce that I really enjoy. So I love that. I recently found this dried fruit called Ugly, and really it's just dried fruit in a bag. There's only one ingredient. It's just this one happens to be dried apricots. And what I love to do is I love to put this in my oatmeal. So if I'm doing steel cut oats, I love to just sprinkle this in it, and then it just rehydrates, and then you have fruit in your oatmeal, and it's just really tasty. And it's just really simple. What a nice little way. It's already diced, and it makes it easy to put in. One of the things we are conscientious about is what we're cooking our food in. So I have ghee, I have avocado oil, I have coconut oil, I have olive oil, I have lard, I have tallow, I have duck fat. So there's a lot of options and then the best thing is butter. So a lot of things, people wonder what we cook our food in. That's what we do. We use as much animal protein fats as we can, because that's really where the nutrients lie. And so you want to get your fats in your cooking, and this is a great way to do it. So be sure to stay away from those seed oils. They're really not good for you. One of the things I've been kind of searching for a while was graham crackers. When I was a kid, this was my favorite snack coming home from school, was graham crackers dunked in milk. I'd love to come home to that, but they're full of sugar, and they're full of added enriched ingredients. And so I was able to find Annie's has honey graham crackers. So when my grandkids come over and I need a little snack for them, which isn't very often, then I'm able to pull these out. Now, this is not something I would eat every day, but it is something that I can pull out and I can feel better about eating or sharing with them, because it's not as full of as many preservatives as the others. I can't always do my best. Sometimes I just do better, and sometimes I just do good. So you just got to decide what's going to be the best for you. But I don't eat them every day, so I'm not really worried about that. Once again, going back to the crackers, I recently found these crackers, which at Costco and the Rustic Bakery, and there's just a few ingredients: sourdough starter and some whole wheat flour and water and salt. And isn't that how it kind of cracker should be? And like I said, I love my crackers and cheese, and if I can find a good salami, I'm set to go. But this is a real simple way to get some good crackers for a crowd and know that get something that's healthy and not enriched. Now, why do we not want enriched? Enriched means that somebody else created a concept of what our food should be like, instead of allowing the food to have the nutrients in it as it naturally should. So what we want to do is we want to avoid somebody else thinking what the nutrients should be, and just leave it the way it was intended to be, the way it was grown, and the way it was produced. So if you wipe out all of the nutrients and then you have to put them all back in, that's not probably going to be good. That's just not going to be good for us. I'm not even going to say probably. It's just not good for us. Now, this is the thing that my husband was the most excited about when I brought home, because he loves his chips. And mind you, I love chips too. But we found these Boulder Canyon chips made with avocado oil, and it's just potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. So this is a great chip. Not all their products, once again, are going to be great for us, because a lot of the flavored ones, the dill ones and the barbecue ones and I can't think of the other one they have. I think a vinegar one. They have additives I wouldn't eat. But these are just simple 3 ingredients, and they're delicious. And actually, I should have gotten out of the refrigerator, because Daisy makes a delicious. No, it's not Daisy. Who is that? Well, let me just pause and get it. It is Daisy. Daisy makes a French onion dip, which is really delicious, and it's all clean ingredients. And they also make a creamy ranch dip dressing, which is also amazing. Now, I know you can make these at home. You really can. It's just seasonings and some sour cream. It's not a hard thing to do. But if you're a person who's in a hurry and making this is just not one of the things you want to do, look for items like this that are clean. They can be hard to find, I'm not going to lie. I go to a store called Grocery Outlet, and I found these, and I was super excited about it. So I haven't really looked to see if it's anywhere else, because so far I've been able to get it there. But I would encourage you to find ingredients that are clean. The more we seek items that are clean, we're going to send a message to the manufacturer that we're tired of eating processed food that has full of chemicals. There's no reason to eat food that is full of chemicals. I get it. It lasts longer on the shelf. I get it. Shelf life's important. But the truth of the matter is those foods are making us sick, and we don't want to get sick. We want to protect our health. it can be a little bit more expensive to shop this way. You usually eat less, so that's kind of a bonus because you're not eating so much. You don't have to eat the whole bag of Doritos because it's just not the same. Which speaking of Doritos, I did want to bring up this salsa that is also at Costco, Mateo's. It's really delicious. They have it in a few different ways. You can see we've already eaten quite a bit of it. We just opened it recently, I found some good clean tortilla chips that are not made with sunflower oil. So once again, it really is a matter of us just making a little bit of effort to find the food that we want to eat so that we can stay healthy. Don't sell yourself short for being unhealthy. It's just not worth it. It is an expense. I'm not going to say that there isn't a little bit more cost to eating well and eating healthy, but it's worth it to eat less and to get more nutrients than to sell yourself short on your health. Thanks for joining me. I hope you got some good insights and tips on things that you can do to change your pantry up a little bit so that you can eat healthy. Don't sell yourself short on the food. It's really important. It's all about your health, and it'll cost you a little or it'll cost you a lot. It depends on what you're eating. Thanks, and follow us on YouTube, and look for us on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Thanks. And X.